You've spent hours rehearsing a confession of love in your head. You have the exact words picked out. But the second you step in front of that person, your mind goes blank. Your throat tightens, the words vanish. This experience of vocal paralysis happens to the best of us, including William Shakespeare. Even for a writer known for his mastery of language, the pressure of a real-world confession could be entirely overwhelming. Shakespeare's Sonnet 23 moves away from grand, polished speeches about beauty. Instead, it serves as a candid admission of stage fright, panic, and the vulnerability that comes with deep affection. Looking at this poem in modern English reveals how Shakespeare handled the intense pressure of emotional exposure. The poem focuses on a specific problem, the way our most intense feelings can actively interfere with our ability to share them. Shakespeare begins with a metaphor from the theater, as an unperfect actor on the stage, who with his fear is put beside his part. He's describing a nervous or inexperienced performer who, paralyzed by the audience, completely forgets the lines they were supposed to speak. This theatrical image describes the speaker's private reality. His feelings for the person he loves have created a kind of mental stage fright, stripping away his confidence. He mentions his fear of forgetting the perfect ceremony of love's rite. The speaker views expressing his love as a high-stakes ritual, something so important that he is terrified of ruining it by saying the wrong thing. He attributes this silence to a fear of trust. His intense anxiety stems from a feeling that he cannot control the sheer force of his own emotions. This creates a strange internal conflict, and in mine own love's strength seemed to decay. Usually, we assume love makes us stronger. But for the speaker, his feelings become a physical burden. As his love rises, his verbal eloquence drops. His emotion has become too heavy for him to carry into speech. These first 8 lines describe a common human experience. The more we care about what we're saying, the harder it becomes to say it. At line 9, the poem reaches the volta, or turning point. Shakespeare writes, "Oh, let my books be then the eloquence." The speaker's entire strategy abruptly shifts. He stops trying to force himself to speak out loud. Instead, he chooses to let his written words, his books, speak on his behalf. He calls these writings the dumb presagers of my speaking breast. Since dumb meant silent in Shakespeare's time, he is using his poems as quiet messengers that can deliver the truth of his heart without the risk of a verbal stumble. We see this same instinct today when people choose to write a handwritten letter, a long text message, or a heartfelt song to express something that feels too fragile for a face-to-face conversation. The written word offers a safer, more precise space to be honest. It allows the speaker to communicate clearly without the paralyzing pressure of a live performance. The poem ends with a final hope, who plead for love and look for recompense, more than that tongue that more hath more express. He hopes his silent writings will be enough to earn his beloved's love in return. There is a significant irony in this conclusion. The speaker has spent the entire poem explaining why he is completely incapable of expressing himself. Yet the poem we just read does exactly what he claimed he couldn't do. His failure to speak resulted in a highly successful work of written art. This challenges the idea that confident, smooth speech is the only way to show genuine feeling. In Shakespeare's view, someone speaking with perfect polish might not feel much at all. Those who hesitate or fall silent are often the ones carrying the most weight. Subscribe for more easy English translations to see how Shakespeare's language captures these shared human insecurities. Sonnet 23 reminds us that even when words fail, sincerity can still find a way to be understood. Sometimes the most powerful message is the one that stays silent.